What we're going to be making is a weapon shop, as you guys have clicked on the video. So I'm just going to, while I'm talking, because I notice I talk a lot, and what I'm going to be making is just the basic GUI for it. What we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead. So this is what we have. We're gonna insert a local script into the first frame. As you can see, feel free to rewind the video if needed. Type local replicated storage equals. We're gonna do equals and replicated storage. So this acts. Don't ask me why, but Roblox thinks that storage is a service. So we're gonna use one of Roblox's services here, which is the replicated storage, and I'll explain what everything does later. Local main. Man, I cannot type today. My keyboard is okay. Local main equals script dot parent. Script's parent is main, and man, I have not coded for Roblox in quite some while. Been on that Unity grind. Wait. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna wait for this child real quick. We're gonna wait for the child list. So script equals. I'm having connectivity issues with my mouse right now. Okay. So main, wait for child list. Just for the wait for the child. It's gonna yield it. Weapon shop script. And we're gonna be using, it's all FE. We only do FE. Filtering enabled. Local. Okay, I don't know. Okay, local players equals game dot get service players. Very simple here. It's another variable. Right now we're only creating variables here. Get service. Another replicated storage here. I love how the code writes itself. Local check. And we're going to do local check equals. Let's do a replicated storage dot check. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't have a check. We will put one in. Purchase equals replicated storage dot purchase. We don't have a purchase either, but we're going to do that right now. And then we're going to do a Actually, let's put in these. So now we have our variables. We're taking one step at a time. I'm going to go to the replicated storage because that's where all of our events are. And we're going to insert a function, remote function, which we're going to call. And this function is going to be called the check. It's basically check, and then we're going to do an event. Fires a remote event. And it's going to be called purchase. And there's check, and then there's purchase. So we're going to come down here. We're going to go purchase dot. So I only did this so the code could write itself. Server event colon connect, and then after that connect, what you want to do is add a parenthesis function, and you want to add the parameter player. And once you get the player, we don't have a player. Where are we getting this player from? We're creating one. We're basically, it's hard to explain, but you'll see what we're about to do here. And we're creating our own variable in the server connect. So whatever's fired goes in here. So you're about to see. So let's go to the toolbox and let's get a random sword tool, I should say. Okay, that spelling is not there. Let's get this sword tool. And once you get the sword tool, we're gonna go ahead and let's put this sword tool into the server storage. And remember, names are very important. So it's called the classic sword, okay? So into the, let's rename this. Let's name it the weapon shop manager. I like manager for everything. Whatever you guys want doesn't really matter. But you know, it's your guys' game. So actually, we can save this for later because first we need a leaderboard. We need the money to buy it. So players.player added. This is automatically a Roblox function. Function player. Got confused. So when the player joins, connect function. This is a built-in function with Roblox. Leader stats. Creating our own leaderboard. Instance.new. We're going to create a folder. And the parent of that folder is going to be the player because the first parameter takes in like that. Alrighty. We have an extra parenthesis there. I forget what the plural form for that is. Leader stats name equals. Well, very simple. The game doesn't have a name for it, so we have to name it. Otherwise, if it was a human understanding of it, well, leader stats is already the name for it, so that's basically how it would go. But it's a game. It doesn't realize we're just creating a new folder. It would just be called folder itself. But we're going to name this folder leader stats so it's more easier to access. Then what we're going to do is local money equals instance dot new. We're going to create yet another instance, but this one's going to be called an int value. Instance dot new int value. Okay, and that's the first string value. And then this instance parent is going to be leader stats. So when we start the game, the int value is parent's going to be leader stats. And then where do we get leader stats from? We get it from here. What's the leader stats parent? It's the player. So the money actually belongs to the leader stats, but the leader stats actually belongs to the player. So in long run, money is to the player. And the money dot name is going to equal just money. You guys can do whatever currency you guys want for your game. And the money dot value. This is basically our starting point. It's like a float. It can always be reconfigured to. It can always be changed. Is what I meant to say. So if weapon equal. Let's name it the classic sword. Sword. I keep saying sword. I think it's because of spelling. So if weapon equals what? We'll see how we're getting to this later. Then local leader stats equals player find first child, and we're going to find this first child because it's inside of the player. Because up here, when they join, they get leader stats connected to this player, and after that, if leader stats find first child, we're going to find the local leader stats, creating a new variable inside of this, very easy. And we're going to find the leader stats, and then in those leader stats, we're going to find the money. And if we find this money inside of the leader stats, then we're going to go leader stats, find first child money. We're just making sure it's just a double precaution here. Dot value. because if it's an int value, it will always have object name dot value, because that's a following property for that. So that's where we get value from here. Equals leader stats. And we don't have to say player.leader stats because we are classifying player find first child leader stats. And find first child money. There's an easier way to do this, all like through variables and stuff, but I'm just showing you the easier way to code it. So as you can see here, it costs 100, and this is the price it costs. Okay, and so I haven't even written any end statements so far. The game is just writing itself. So as it is writing itself, I am just writing code. So server storage. Oh, did not classify server storage. Local server storage. Get that low battery. Let's get the server storage. So as you can see, we have the server storage there, and it is now created into a variable. So now that we have that variable, we can go ahead and continue to what we were doing. So what we were doing is the server storage. Now that we've minused the money from the player, all we have to do is give them the sword. Find. Inside of this, side of the server storage, we're going to find it, and we're going to create a clone. And we're creating a clone is because if multiple people want to buy it, then, or if this player, let's just say he or she buys it more than once, then if we didn't clone it, it would give this sword to the player, and if they bought it again, there would be nothing in the server storage. So we have to make a copy of it, give it to the player. So there's still a one original there. So the clone's parent equals player dot backpack. And you'll see through runtime that the player automatically gets a backpack. Easy. So there's the weapon shop manager. Now, back to this. What we're going to do is main, and it's a script.parent right here, dot list. I'm going to go down to the sword here. Sorry about that. Sword. Spell it right. And then buy button. Good. So then we're going to fire that. We're going to remove these. Yeah, I didn't like the for loops. I thought I was going to go with these for loops, and it worked before with the for loops. But I don't. And I almost forgot about this part. Server storage. Find first child. I forgot the backpack thing doesn't work anymore. When you need to go to the back of the player, you need to go to their starter gear. Because if you can't find their starter gear, then they have nothing to. That's basically the little column that is on the bottom. So classic sword. Sword. I'm sorry. I'm very careful when I type sword for some reason today. Classic sword is it's an object, so I just want to make sure I'm spelling everything right. And dot parent equals player dot starter gear, and then boom. Oh well, we have negative money. Let's fix this negative money. Okay, and then I want this to go away. Let's just disable it here. Okay, I forgot. It's my player GUI. Okay, there. Okay. Good. So this is the sword, but we do have negative money. Because what we're doing here is we're saying, and there's an easy fix for this. What we're saying here is not here. What we're saying here is no matter the money, just minus it 100. Just go ahead and minus it a good jolly old 100 for me, boys. Yeah, I don't like that. So if leader stats find first child money dot value is less than or equal to no, it has to be greater than, greater than or equal to 100. So it has to be more than 100. So if it's less than 100, that's no bueno. So what we're going to do is we're going to test it now. It's greater than 100, greater or equal to, bought it. Let's try and buy it again. Nope, that if statement has been fired. We can only buy one. And we have the sword. Thank you so much for watching. Oof, not washing. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hope you had an awesome day, awesome night, wherever you guys watching this video. If you guys have any requests, I can definitely try and make that a possibility. Thanks so much, and have a good one, y'all.
Listen.